What is up, everybody? Pokepack Ripper back at it again, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different thing, as you saw in the thumbnail and in the title. We're going to be doing a PSA grade reveal. Now, just a little background. I think we have 15 cards. Yeah, 15 cards that I've submitted. These are from like different things that I have pulled, cards that I have like bought. We'll go through sort of how if I can remember, each card came into my possession, and we're gonna see what kind of grades we get. I'm pretty excited to sort of go through all of these. I know you saw that little note card, so don't worry too much about that. It's just my name. So I actually submit my PSA through my local card shop, the Poke Court, which is in Chelsea in New York City. If you're local, check it out. If you're visiting, check it out. 14th Street and 9th Avenue. And so that yellow is just my name. I checked it before, so all good there. So we're gonna do grade reveals, and so I'm pretty excited to sort of see what these are. I know a lot of people do submissions and they really hope for 10s. Me personally, yeah, I didn't. I mean, I definitely submitted cards that I thought were like pretty clean, but for me, I just, if I like the card, or if the card is sort of older or maybe a little bit sentimental, or I got it in a like a stream from other like PokeTuber. I just like to have the cards. You've seen my cards here. The reason they're not out here is because we have some cards we're going to reveal. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first one we got here obviously is an English card. We're going to try and not reveal the grade. So for those of you that have been with the channel for a while, I bought on Shrouded Fable release weekend, I bought like 6 boxes. So 2 each of the Kingdra, 2 each of the Greninja, 2 each of the Kingambit. And I just really liked the cards, so I sent them in all to be graded. Didn't really take a look to see what they are, but I think this is going to be a really cool card in my collection for a while. And let's see what we got. Honestly, I remember looking at it and it looked like pretty clean, like not a lot of whitening. Excuse my sweaty thumbprint there, and like the centering was pretty good. So again, it's just a lot of sweat. So let's see what grade we got, and we got a 9. All right, so that's okay. When I do these, generally I'm just like 8 or better, which I know is not pretty typical, but yeah, we got a 9. We'll put our 9 pile over here. I assume the next one is also going to be the same Kingdra, so let's see what we got here, again from the same special illustration box. Let's see what grade we got, and we got a 10. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't look up at all like what these cards are worth, but maybe I'll do that in a future video. So that's really awesome. I love this artwork. It's super Japanese in terms of the water style, as you all can see. But let me know what you think of this card in the comments. So we'll put the 10 over here standing up so we can keep track of our numbers, obviously. So the next one is likely going to be another promo, but let's look at the back. Yeah, honestly, it's a lot. There's some is that on the card? That might actually be on the card, that little schmutz there. So let's see which card we got here. So this is the Kingambit from the illustration collection. So if that schmutz is on the card, then we're not looking too good. And oh, it came back at 10. So that must just be on the case. So awesome. We got a 10 with this one, obviously, because this is just the regular illustration collection. There's no like texture or anything like that, but I think Kingambit is a pretty dope Pokemon there. So we'll put the Kingambit right there in front. If any others come back at a 10 and I like it better than the Kingdra, then I'll replace it with the Kingdra. So let's keep it moving. This is likely going to be another Kingambit. Let's see what we got. We got another 9. All good. So we're coming back 110, 19 for each collection box right now. So this one is probably going to be the Greninja, and it is. It's the Greninja. Seriously, this card is awesome. And these boxes are honestly really hard to find. I haven't been able to find them like literally anywhere except on like a TCG player. We're looking like okay. I don't think this one is going to come back as a 10. Looking pretty clean, but I saw some stuff sort of on the corners there. So let's see what we got. And we got another 10. Awesome. So this is turning out pretty good. I always expect 8s. And so when we can get 10s, it's awesome. I know a lot of people sort of prefer the Greninja to the Kingdra, but I just love that Kingdra artwork so much. It's just so beautiful. And again, like, it's so very Japanese. So yeah, we got 5 cards so far and 3 10s. So I'll take it. This is likely going to be another Greninja. Again, that artwork is dope. The stars. I recently rewatched Detective Pikachu. I don't know why, but you know, if you haven't seen that movie, if you have seen that movie, there are Greninjas in there that throw the stars essentially at the main character. And Pikachu. But the centering here is a little bit off, so I'm not expecting it to get a 10, but let's see. We got a 10! PSA really is okay. I think when the back is a little off, honestly, the front is a little off, but as long as it's within that 60-40, we're good to go. So that's awesome that both of those Greninjas came back at 10. All right, so now we're getting into some other cards. I know I had some Crown Zenith in here. I know I had some vintage here. I know I had one Japanese card, which I think is the last card that's in the stack. The Charmander. So this is not the Pokemon Center exclusive card, because those really weren't that clean. I actually just recently sold those to the Pokecourt to buy some packs for a future opening. So this one, I just like this artwork, so I really don't necessarily mind if it doesn't come back a 10. And honestly, there's whitening on most corners, so I don't think we're gonna get a 10 here. And it was an 8, yeah, so there's not, the centering is a little bit off. I'm sure there's probably an issue with the holofoil, and yeah, there's whitening on the borders, so that's okay. Honestly, I still really like that one, but I'm pretty sure I submitted 2. Oh no, this is Cynthia's Ambition. So you all, if you've been following the channel or you checked out my Crown Zenith opening, I actually pulled this from a Crown Zenith pack, and again, I think it's the most expensive trainer in the set, and so I really really like this card. But again, the centering is messed up, so I do not expect this to come back at 10. But seriously, PSA is just so funny when it comes to their not really caring about centering. So got a 10 on this one. What do y'all think about this card? Those Galarian Galleries are really, really awesome. Obviously, I already have it in my binder, or else I would have just put it in my binder, but it's awesome to have that 1 in a 10. This puts return. So this is the secret rare Pikachu. I actually submitted 2 of these. It's probably the next one here. This secret rare Pikachu is it's just awesome. I mean, look at all the Pokemon that are there with Pikachu obviously in the middle. I love that menacing Crobat. Yeah, I really like this one. Let's check out the back. Honestly, it looks really clean. That is on the plastic. More sweat stains on the plastic. So let's see what we got. And we got another 10. Awesome. I think I'm gonna move Greninja out here to the top of this stack, and I'll put the Pikachu back because I just really like that Pikachu. All right, let's keep it. I'm okay. Move this a little up there, and then let's see what we got here. Another Charmander from the Obsidian Flames ETB. Let's see what we got on the back. Yeah, centering is definitely off, and yeah, this one is definitely not coming back a 10. But again, I just love that artwork, and we got a 9. Okay, it's a little better than an 8, so we'll put that in the 9 stack and keep things moving. Another Pikachu, another secret rare Pikachu from Crown Zenith. So it's not from the Galarian Gallery, it's obviously from the main set. And seriously, we got that Zacian, and I think that's Eternatus up top. It's just, I think, Galarian Rapidash, and there's just a lot going on this card. Let's see what we got on the back. Yeah, honestly, again, I pulled both of these cards from packs, so during that big Crown Zenith opening. So let's see. We got another 10. Yo, this is seriously turning out to be an awesome PSA return. I seriously did not expect this. Okay, so the story behind this one, I think I showed this before I submitted it, but I got 1 pack of Neo Genesis, first edition Neo Genesis from the Pokecourt had a Shopify pop-up, and they did this as sort of the Sunday big box break. So I bought into one, didn't pull a holo. Honestly, was a little disappointed, but this I did the Quilava, and I think I did Bayleaf as sort of the first edition. So Gen 2 starters, obviously the second form, not Cyndaquil, not Typhlosion, but an uncommon there. So let's check out the back. Honestly, we can't really expect much from these vintage cards because they've been in that plastic for so long. We have some whitening down there on the bottom right. So again, not really expecting much. And we got a 9. Honestly, the vintage, a 9, I'll take that. That's 100% good. It's not like I made my money back on that pack. And as I mentioned, we have the bay leaf here, also from Neo Genesis. Me personally, like I love Feraligatr, but I do not like Crocodile. So I was happy to not have to submit that one. But yeah, this one is definitely not going to come back. It has the same sort of whitening on the bottom right, and it has that really, yeah, a lot of whitening on the, and the centering is off and everything. So maybe a 7. Got an 8. Okay, I'll take it. Take it definitely. All right, so we have 2 cards left. I think because obviously this is an English card, I know which one this is. So I will, I'll pick it up and we'll look at the back. I actually bought this, and it's definitely not perfect. But this is the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, the illustration rare. And I bought this from a guy that I had bought like several things from on like a Facebook Marketplace. And he sort of like kept reaching out to me. I had originally bought that Walking Wake special illustration rare from Temporal Forces, and he just sort of kept reaching out to me saying, hey, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy this? I think he needed some cash. He was sort of like a college student. So I bought this off of him for $60. This was like at the height when the Magikarp was like 120. And I think it's down to 100 now. But I just love the artwork like so much. And the gem rate on this one is terrible. Like if you want to check out sort of gem rates and everything like that, check out Pika Pika Papa on YouTube. So I really do not expect to get maybe an 8. Again, I always love 8, so we've gotten a minimum 8 every single time, and we got a 9. Honestly, I think the 9 price is probably the same price as it is raw, but I just love that we have this card just in a slab. It's definitely going to go in the sort of background of future videos. So it's not a 10, but I think it's like 20%, maybe 25% gem mint 10 rate. So we'll take that, put it in our 9 pile, and honestly, because we like it so much, and we're getting to the end of the video, I'll put it right next to Pikachu there. So as you can see, we have a post-it note here. It's just my name, so we'll throw it off to the side. So this is actually very interesting. I've had this card for a while, and I bought it off of a Whatnot stream from, I think the Poketuber's name was Redman. I think it was Redman, but I can't be too sure. And obviously in Japanese vintage, so this is Japanese fossil, you get a holo in every pack. So they're not as rare as sort of like the, you know, English fossil where you don't get a holo in every single pack. But I bought this, and I remember I bought this, and I also bought like a sealed base set unlimited pack because it was, and I graded it. I actually sold that, you know, during Card Party 2 and got some black and white packs for a future opening. But this one here, this is the Kabutops. And honestly, like if I could pick Kabutops or I could pick Amistar, I pick Kabutops. I mean, just look at this thing. It has swords for hands. So yeah, obviously 1997. So some of you might be seeing this and weren't even born in 1997. And that's cool because we're all here for the thing. Same thing. But the Japanese holofoil pattern, you know, it's picking up a little bit on the camera here, is just so awesome. And so I'm just excited to have this card. I had it on my binder for like a really long time, and I was like, you know what? This looks pretty clean. Let's just go ahead and submit it, and let's see what we got. Awesome. Really, we did really good with this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna calculate like the price of everything and sort of its value. I honestly don't know how much this is worth. As I mentioned, like they are all holos in every single pack. So yeah, so I'll put this in the 10 pile with our Pikachu, but let's do a little bit of a recap. So we had 15 cards total. We had 2 8s, so we have the Bayleaf and one of the Charmanders came back as 8s, so you know that's pretty awesome. We had 5 9s, so we had the Quilava, we had the other Charmander from the Pokemon Center, from the Elite Trainer box. We had one of the King Gambits, and we had one of the Kingdras come back as a 9. Obviously, we also had our Carpy boy, come back as a mint 9 as well. And then we had the rest of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So we had the Kabutops, we had the Pikachu, 2 Pikachus, obviously. We had the Kingdra, we had the Cynthia's Ambition, we had the Greninja, and we had 2 Greninjas. Both of the Greninjas came back as a 10. And then we had one of the Kingambits come back as a 10, and obviously finally our Pikachu. So thanks so much, everybody, for viewing. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.